Okay, good day to everyone. In this video, we will be talking about applications of the definite integral. In this lecture, you will learn about volumes using cross sections, volumes using cylindrical shells, computing for the arc length, and areas of surface of revolution. So after this lecture, you are expected to be able to determine the area of a solid by integrating a cross-section or the slicing method. Calculate the volume of a solid by using the method of cylindrical shells. Determine the length of a curve y is equal to f of x and x is equal to g of y between 2 points. And then lastly, you should be able to find the surface area of a solid of revolution. Okay, so first we have here volumes using cross sections. So let us try to consider this solid figure. So if we are tasked to take the or compute for the volume of this figure, ang gagawin natin is we take the area of one side and then multiply it by its height. Pero sa nakikita natin sa figure, ang area natin ay hindi consistent. So nag-iiba yung area natin base sa kung saan siya located in terms of x. So ito. So at point x, ito yung kanyang area. At point B, yung area niya is ganito kalawak. Sobrang mas malaki kaysa sa point x. And then at point A, yung area is di natin alam. Di natin makikita dito. So ang gagawin natin is we take the strips. So gagawa tayo ng strips and then kukunin natin yung area or volume ng strip na to and then i-add natin lahat ng volume ng mga strip na ganito. So para makuha natin yan, so let us consider itong strip na to. So for this strip, ang kanyang thickness will be xk minus xk minus xk minus 1. So this one will be simply, pwede natin siyang isulat as delta xk. So yung thickness niya is delta xk. Sorry. So delta xk. And then yung kanyang area will be area at xk. So yung ating volume at this point will be area at xk kasi nag-iiba yung area na base sa point kung nasaan siya sa ating solid volume. So area of xk multiplied by delta xk. So ito yung volume for this strip. So ito siya. So, ang gagawin lang natin is we will take the summation of this from k is equal to 1 up to n. And then, para makuha natin yung volume niya talaga, gagawin natin is yung number of intervals natin, which is n, we will make it as close as we can to infinity. So we will take the limit of this equation as n approaches infinity. So yung limit ng summation of axk multiplied by delta xk from k is equal to 1 up to n as n approaches infinity. So, kung makikita nyo sa ating equation na ito ay simply yung ating Riemann sum. So, yung Riemann sum natin will be, ito siya, the volume will be from point A up to point B of A x multiplied by dx. So, ito siya. So, Riemann sum. So, simply, pwede nating gawin ay, ito na lang, integrate natin yung function ng ax multiplied by dx, and that will be the volume of this figure. So, ito yung ating magiging formula. V is equal to integral of ax dx from a to b. So, ito siya. So, the volume of a solid integrable cross-sectional area AX from x is equal to a to x is equal to b is the integral of a from a to b. So, ito yung ating formula. V is equal to ax dx from a to b. So, let us try to apply that to our example. We have here a pyramid 3 meter high has a square base of that is 3 meter on a side. So, the cross section of the pyramid perpendicular to the altitude x meter down to the vertex is a square x meter on a side. So, find the volume of the pyramid. So, ito yung ating pyramid. So, yung cross section niya daw perpendicular sa kanyang height ay x meter on one side and x meter on the other sides. So, square yung kanyang cross section. So, from the given, pwede nating i-compute na lang yung ating volume using this formula. So, V is equal to 1/3 B H square. So, B squared H. So, yung base natin, base multiplied by its base. Kasi square siya. So, B squared H. So, this one will be equal to 1/3 multiplied by 3 squared multiplied by 3, and that would be equal to 9 cubic meter. So, pwede natin gawin yan. So, other way of doing this is yung ating pag-i-integrate. So, kapag ganito kasi, given na lahat, madali lang pag ganito. Pero kapag medyo mas mahirap na, medyo mahirap nang gawin to. Sometimes wala na ring formula na applicable. Lalo kapag nagbabago-bago yung ating tawag dito, area as x changes, kung saan yung kanyang location sa x-axis natin. So, dito nagbabago rin pero pare-pareho pa rin siya na square. Pero kapag iba-iba na yung figure, medyo mahirap na. So, mas maganda kung alamin natin kung paano gawin yung pag-compute using integral calculus. So, ito. So, V will be equal to the integral. Yung kanyang base is, yung area ng base niya ay x multiplied by x, so x squared. So, area is x squared, and then dx, ating thickness. And we are integrating this from, magsisimula from dito at point 0, and then mag-e-end siya sa altitude na 3. So, up to 3. So, this one will be equal to, if we integrate this, x cubed over 3. So, evaluated from 0 to 3. And, recall lang natin kung paano mag-evaluate ng ganito. So, 3 cubed over 3 minus 0 cubed over 3. And that would be equal to our volume, 9 cubic meter. So, same pa rin yung makukuha natin. So, ganun yung pag-integrate. Or ganun yung pagkuha ng volume using yung area ng ating cross-section. So, Cavalieri's principle says that the solids with equal altitudes and identical cross-sectional areas at each height have the same volume. This follows immediately from the definition of volume because the cross-sectional area function Ax and the interval A to B are the same for both solids. So, ganito yung para mas makita natin kung ano yung sinasabi sa Cavaliere's principle. So, same volume lang sila kapag pareho yung kanilang height at yung kanilang area for each point of the tawag dito, section. So, ito sa section na to, yung area dito is the same for yung area dito. Same lang sila. Yung area dito, same lang sila sa area dito. Area nito ay kapareho nito. Wait lang. Dapat magkakaiba yung ating color. Itong area dito, magkapareho sila dito. And then, yung area dito, sa taas ay pareho sa area nito. So, ayan. Yan yung sinasabi sa Cavaliere's principle. Kapag pare-pareho yung area at each point and then pareho lang yung height, pareho lang yung kanilang volume. Kahit ito, ganito pa yung kanyang pattern, pareho lang sila ng volume dito. So, yun yung Cavaliere's principle. Okay, so next we have here itong figure na to. Let us try to consider this figure. Itong figure na to, kapag ni-rotate natin siya about the x-axis, so makakagawa tayo ng solid figure na ganito yung kanyang itsura. So, itong figure na to is, ito siya. So, ito ay this one. Kapag ni-rotate mo siya about the x-axis, so that will be forming a figure na solid figure na ganito yung kanyang itsura. So, kapag pina-compute sa atin kung ano yung volume niya, same lang yung principle kanina, volume will be equal to from A to B, the area at point X multiplied by dx. So, yung area at point X is, so let us consider itong point X dito na to. So, area at point X will be equal to, since yung area natin ay circle, that would be, yung formula natin for circle is pi r squared. So, pi r squared. Pero yung r natin ay nag-iiba-iba. So, at this point, r of x is square root of x. At this point, r of 4 is square root of 4. So, simply, palitan na lang natin ito ng r of x. Or yung radius natin at any point x sa ating tawag dito, solid figure na ito. So, yung formula natin will be written as integral of pi r x squared dx evaluated from A to B. So, doon lang galing itong formula na to. So, from A to B, pi r x squared dx. So, ito yung ating formula. Oops. So, ayan. Kapag rotated about the x-axis. So, let us try that in our example. The region between the curve y is equal to square root of x. From x is equal to 0 up to 4, and the x-axis is revolved about the x-axis to generate a solid. Find its volume. So, ito. We have here this figure. Ito yung ating function. Y is equal to square root of x. Yung radius natin at point x is simply yung value ng ating y at that point x, or r of x is equal to simply square root of x. So, volume will be equal to pi r of x. Yung r natin at point x is equal to square root of x. So, square root of x. So, yung formula natin is pi r of x squared. So, yung r of x natin, which is square root of x, is kailangan natin siyang i-square. And then, we have here dx. And we are evaluating this from a to b. So, yung a natin is yung pinaka-leftmost part ng ating figure, which is itong point natin na 0. And then, pinaka-rightmost is kung saan siya mag-e-end at 4. So, volume will be equal to, so, evaluate lang natin siya. Pwede nating labas yung pi dito. So, dito. Kasi constant naman yung pi, hindi naman siya nagpapalit ng value as x changes. So, pwede natin siya ilabas. If you integrate this one will be equal to pi multiplied by itong square root of x will be magiging x lang siya, magkakancel ito. So, integrating x dx, that will be x squared over 2 and evaluated from 0 to 4. So, recall lang natin kung paano yung pag-evaluate. So, b will be equal to pi multiplied by 4 squared over 2 minus 0 squared over 2. So, b will be equal to, so 4 squared over 2 will be 8. So, this one will be equal to 8 pi. So, wala yatang given na unit. So, walang unit. So, this one will be cubic units. So, cubic units. Kung ano man yung unit natin. So, 8 pi cubic units. So, ito yung volume. Kapag ni-rotate natin itong figure na to about the x-axis. So, yung magiging itsura niya is ito. Yung pinakita natin kanina. So, meron pala dito. So, ayan. So, volume by disk for rotation about the y-axis. Same lang sila ng principle pero ang papalitan natin is hindi siya sa x-axis magro-rotate kundi sa ating y-axis. So, diretso na tayo sa ating example. So, find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the region between the y-axis and the curve x is equal to 2 over y. From y is equal to 1 up to y is equal to 4. So, nag-rotate siya about the y-axis. So, ito yung ating figure. Kapag ni-rotate natin siya about the y-axis, it should look something like this. So, wala tayong formula for this one. So, this one will be equal to, volume natin will be equal to the integral. So, nag-i-evaluate tayo from 1 to 4. So, from 1 to 4 yung ilalagay natin dito. And then, pi ry will be yung value ng x at any point y. So, yung value ng x at any point y is 2 over y. So, ry will be 2 over y. So, yung formula natin is kailangan natin i-square yung ating ry. So, 2 over y, kailangan natin itong square. And then, we have here dy. So, simplify lang natin yung ating equation. So, pwede natin ilabas yung pi. And then, integrated from 1 to 4, ito. So, square ng 2 is 4. And then, square ng y is y squared. And then, we have here dy. So, pwede pa natin ilabas yung 4 dito. So, this one will be equal to 4 pi dy over y squared. Or, pwede nating sulat na lang as y raised to negative 2 dy So, from 1 to 4. So, medyo mas madali nang tingnan na i-integrate ito. So, this one will be equal to 4 pi. If we integrate this one will be equal to, so, negative 2 plus 1 will be, so, negative 1 over y raised to negative 1 will be 1 over y. So, dinaretso ko na siya. So, evaluated from 1 to 4. So, this one will be, kung di nyo pa alam kung paano mag-evaluate ng definite integral, ganito siya. So, 4 pi, negative 1 over, substitute natin yung una, which is yung nasa taas, 4, minus, wait lang, maganda kung mag-bracket tayo dito, minus, negative 1 over y, so negative 1 over 1, so this one will be 4 pi, ito, negative 1/4 minus, plus 1. Negative times negative will be positive. So, negative 1/4 plus 1 will be 3 over 4. So, magka-cancel siya sa ating 4. Ang maiiwan is 3. So, this one will be 3 pi. Wala siyang unit. So, 3 pi cubic units. Unit cube. So, ito yung kanyang volume. So, ito yung ating magiging figure. So, hindi buo. Buo dapat to na magro-rotate. So, kapag buo na nag-rotate, ito yung kanyang volume. Okay, so next we have here volume by washers for rotation about the x-axis. So, let us try to consider this figure from A to B. So, y is equal to rx, yung nasa taas na curve natin. And then, yung nasa babang curve is y is equal to smaller r of x. So, mas maliit na radius. If this figure is revolved about the x-axis, so it should look something like this. And then, kapag itong volume na to or solid na to ay kailangan natin i-compute yung kanyang volume. So, gagawin natin is same lang. Kukuha tayo ng area at a point x and then kukompute natin yung volume using V is equal to area at point x multiplied by dx from point A to point B. So, ito yung gagawin natin. So, volumes using cross-section. So, yung area nito ay parang isang washer. So, yung area ng washer is equal to pi radius ng mas malaki, yung nasa labas ng washer, squared minus yung radius ng mas maliit na circle or r squared. So, ito yung area ng isang washer. So, itong area na to. So, ito yung gagamitin natin na area. So, at any point x, nag-iiba yung kanyang radius na mas malaki. And then, at any point x din, nag-iiba yung radius na kanya, yung mas maliit na radius. So, yung area at any point x will be equal to pi r of x squared. So, at point x, yung radius niyang mas malaki ay rx. And then, at point x, yung mas maliit na radius niya ay small letter r, x squared. So, yung area at any point x will be pi rx squared minus rx squared na mas maliit na letter r. So, yung formula for the volume will be, so from A to B, pi, bracket na lang tayo dito. So, pi r of x squared minus r of x squared. So, kailangan natin yung e-squared, yung radius muna, hindi yung susubtract tayo ng radius and then i-square natin. So, rx squared minus rx squared. And then we have here dx. So, ito yung ating, ito na yung ating ax. So, doon nang galing itong formula na to. B is equal to this one. Rx squared minus Rx squared dx. So, for volume by washers rotation about the y-axis naman, area at any point y. So, from point C to point D, ry squared and ry na mas maliit squared. So, this should be dy. So, typo. So, let us try to apply this principle on this example. So, the region bounded by the parabola y is equal to x squared and the line y is equal to 2x in the first quadrant is revolved about the y-axis to generate a solid. Find the volume of the solid. So, magro-rotate about the y-axis. So, dapat in terms of y yung ating mga radius. So, ry and ry dapat yung ating radius. So, to do that, we will have here yung una, y is equal to x squared. So, this one will be square rooting both sides. So, x will be equal to square root of y and this one will be isa nating radius. So, yung ry kasi natin ay mga values ng x as y changes. So, para sa next one naman, so y is equal to 2x. So, dividing both sides by 2 lang. So, x will be equal to y over 2. So, ito yung ating dalawang radius. X is equal to square root of y and x is equal to y over 2. So, next, let us try to find kung ano yung limit nito, kung saang point sila magmi-meet. So, equating both itong x is equal to square root of y and x is equal to y over 2. So, we will have here square root of, So, square root of y equal to y over 2. So, squaring both sides, we will have here y is equal to y squared over 4. Multiplying both sides by 4, this one will be 4y equal to y squared. Transpose natin yung 4y. So, y squared minus 4y will be equal to 0. So, yung factors niya, so y minus 4 is equal to 0. So, factors niya will be y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 4. So, when y is equal to 0, so kung 0 yung y, x is also equal to 0. When y is equal to 4, x is equal to 2. So, ito yung ating limit. So, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. When y is equal to 4, x is equal to 2. So, try natin yung y is equal to something in between this. So, let us try y is equal to 1 para makita natin kung ano yung mas malaki na sa dalawa. Kung yung x squared ba or yung ating yung square root of y ba or yung ating y over 2. So, when y is equal to 1, from this equation, yung x natin will be equal to, so square root of 1 is 1 pa rin. Pero, from this equation, when y is equal to 1 over 2, so y will be, x will be equal to 1/2. So, yung mas malaking radius ay ito. So, yung ry natin will be this one, square root of y. And then, ry na mas maliit will be equal to y over 2. So, pwede na natin i-solve to. So, kompleto na yung ating given. So, rotated about the rotated about the y-axis ito. So, yung limits natin will be ito, y is equal to 0 up to y is equal to 4. And then, ry's will be ito, square root of y and y over 2. So, ito yung ating figure. So, ry, square root of y, ito, mas nasa labas siya. And then, ry, y over 2 is ito, mas nasa loob. So, mas maliit na radius siya. So, ito yung radius ng ry and yung radius ng ry na mas malaki ay ito. So, check ko lang kung merong yan. Ito yung magiging itsura niya kapag nag-revolve na siya about the y-axis. So, let us try to solve this. So, the volume will be equal to the integral of pi. So, ry na mas malaki is square root of y. So, square root of y squared. Ry na mas maliit is y over 2. So, y over 2 squared dy. Limits natin is from y is equal to 0 up to y is equal to 4. So, tama ba? Tama. Y is equal to 0 up to y is equal to 4. So, 0 to 4. So, let us try to evaluate this. So, pwede nating ilabas yung ating pi. So, p will be equal to pi. So, this integral 0 to 4. So, square root of y squared will be simply y. And then, y squared over 2 will be y squared over 4. Or sorry, y over 2 squared will be y squared over 4. So, dy. So, ito, pwede naman natin siyang integrate. So, integrating separately, madali lang siya. So, b will be equal to pi. So, y will be equal to y squared over 2. And then, minus. So, y squared will be y cubed over, so 4 times 3 will be 12. So, y cubed over 12. So, we are evaluating this from 0 to 4. So, volume will be equal to, so, kayo na lang mag-compute. I-substitute nyo lang muna yung 4 and then minus 0. So, meron pa namang space. Ipakita ko na lang kung paano siya. So, pi, bracket na lang tayo. So, y squared, 4 squared over 2 minus 4 cubed over 12 minus, so, substitute mo yung 0, 0 squared over 2 minus 0 cubed over 12. So, 0 lang din siya. So, this one will be equal to 8 over 3. So, ito, 4 squared over 2 minus 4 cubed over 12. So, 8 over 3 multiplied by yung pi natin na nasa labas. So, 8 over 3 pi cubic units. So, wala tayong unit dito. So, cubic units na lang isusulat natin. So, ito yung ating volume. Okay, so next we have here volumes using cylindrical shells. So, let us try to consider this figure right here. Itong figure na to. Rotated about a certain axis, x is equal to L. So, hindi siya yung ating y-axis mismo. So, for this, gagawin natin para makuha yung kanyang volume is consider natin ang isang strip niya. So, ito. So, yung thickness niya ay delta xk. So, kailangan, para sa consideration natin dito is kailangan yung delta xk ay sobrang thin or sobrang liit yung value ng ating delta xk. So, una, i-consider muna natin ang isang volume na to na yung thickness niya ay delta xk. So, thickness niya ay delta xk. And then, kapag nag-rotate itong strip na to or delta xk na to, ang magiging itsura niya ay ito. So, parang ganito. Ito yung thickness na delta xk. Pero itong delta xk ay hindi siya ganito kakapal. So, mas manipis dapat yung ating delta xk. So, para ma-imagine nyo lang, so something like this. Gagawin natin, para makuha yung volume na to ay kukunin natin yung kanyang circumference. So, circumference nitong circle na to will be, so bakit circumference hindi yung area? So, circumference kasi hollow naman dito sa gitna niya. So, yung kinukuha natin na volume ay itong volume na ito. So, ito yung volume na kinukuha natin. So, sana makita nyo yung nasa figure. So, circumference, multiply natin yung kanyang thickness and then multiply natin yung kanyang height at that point. So, 2 pi multiplied by, para makuha yung circumference, that would be 2 pi r. So, 2 pi radius or the distance of this shell. So, yung from this point up to L. So, x is equal to L. So, susulat ko na lang dito, 2 pi radius. So, yung radius niya, multiply by the height. So, height, yung height niya ay nag-iiba-iba. So, at this point, at point CK, yung height niya ay f of CK. Kapag at point A naman, yung height niya ay f of A, and at point B, yung height niya is f of B. So, ito ay para sa iisang volume pala. Para makuha natin yung total volume, kailangan natin kunin yung summation nito from K is equal to 1 up to n, and we will take the limit of this as n approaches infinity. So, in short, magiging ganito yung kanyang formula. So, ito kasi, ano na to, Riemann sum na limit as n approaches infinity. Magiging ganito siya. So, integral of 2 pi multiplied by the shell radius multiplied by the shell height and the thickness dx. So, super nipis dapat yung dx natin. So, para maging manipis siya, dapat yung n, it should approach infinity. So, yan. Doon nanggaling itong formula na to. So, memorize nyo lang yung formula para hindi nyo na kailangan i-derive that way. So, the volume of the solid generated by revolving the region between the x-axis and the graph of a continuous function y is equal to f of x greater than or equal to 0 from L. L is less than or equal to A is less than or equal to X, and X is less than or equal to B about a vertical line X is equal to L. So, that volume will be equal to the integral of 2 pi multiplied by the shell radius multiplied by the shell height dx from A to B. So, para mas maintindihan nyo, let us try to apply it in this example. So, the region bounded by the curve y is equal to square root of x. The x-axis and the line x is equal to 4 is revolved about the y-axis to generate a solid. Find the volume of the solid. So, una, kailangan natin ng shell radius natin. So, yung radius natin will be, since magre-revolve lang siya about the, tawag dito, y-axis. So, simply, yung shell radius natin will be, radius na lang sulat ko. So, rad will be simply x lang. Pero kapag magre-revolve siya about another axis, or sorry, about x is equal to 1, for example, so kailangan natin i-minus na yon. So, x minus 1 na dapat. Kasi yung radius is yung distance from that point x up to the kung saan siya magro-rotate. So, yon. Radius is simply x kasi about the y-axis, about the y-axis siya magro-rotate. And then, yung kanyang height will be simply f of x or yung value ng y at any point x. So, ito. Let us try to apply that. So, yung f of x nga pala is square root of x. So, y is equal to square root of x. So, this one will be, check ko lang. So, ganito yung magiging itsura niya. So, thickness delta x is super nipis niya. So, parang strip na lang siya na papel. Ganun. So, the volume will be equal to the integral from 0 to 4. So, 0 to 4 of 2 pi. Yung ating radius is x. And then, yung ating height is square root of x. So, dx. So, pwede nating labas yung 2 pi para mas madali nating i-integrate. So, 2 pi for 0. So, combine natin itong x tsaka square root of x. This one will be x raised to 3 over 2. So, dx. If we evaluate this one will be equal to 2 pi. So, integral of x raised to 3 over 2 is, so that one, x raised to 3 over 2 plus 1, x raised to 5 over 2 over 5 over 2 or simply 2 over 5 na lang. Sorry. So, 2 x raised to 5 over 2 over 5 from 0 to 4. So, ayan. So, volume will be equal to, evaluate natin siya from 0 to 4. So, substitute nyo na lang yung 4 sa x dito kasi kapag sinubstitute nyo na lang naman yung 0 sa x is magiging 0 lang siya. So, substitute nyo na lang yung 4 dito. Makukuha natin is 128 pi over 5 cubic. So, yan na lang. Cubic units. So, multiply nyo pa yung 2 doon. So, V will be 128 pi over 5 cubic units. Okay, so next example we have here the region bounded by the curve y is equal to square root of x. And the line x is equal to 4 is revolved about the x-axis to generate a solid. So, find the volume of the solid by the shell method. So, pareho lang ata to sa yung kanina. So, pareho lang yung given. Pero, imbes na nag-revolve siya about the y-axis, ito ay magre-revolve na siya about the x-axis. So, for this, dapat yung ating mga equation should be in terms of y na. So, kasi sa x na siya magre-revolve. So, itong equation natin, y is equal to square root of x will be x is equal to y squared na siya. So, squaring both sides, x yung maiiwan dito, yung y natin will be squared. And then, limit na natin is from y is equal to 0 up to, so di natin alam kasi x is equal to 4 pa lang yung nandito na limit. So, para makuha natin yung limit niya, substitute natin yung x is equal to 4 dito sa equation na to, y is equal to square root of x. So, when x is equal to 4, y will be equal to, so square root of 4 is 2. So, y will be equal to 2 when x is equal to 4. So, ito yung ating limit. So, ayan. Let us try to solve the problem. So, the volume will be equal to, so ito siya, magro-rotate siya about the, magro-rotate siya about the x-axis. So, wala yung drawing nung volume or yung solid na ma-generate. So, ito. Volume will be equal to, from the formula, ang papalitan lang natin is dapat in terms of y siya. So, limit will be from, ito, this one is y is equal to 0 up to y is equal to 2. Yan yung ating limit. And then, 2 pi. Yung radius natin will be simply y. And then, yung height natin is, so this height right here is 4 minus y squared. So, paano naging 4 minus y squared? Hindi basta-basta yung y squared na lang yung nilagay natin. So, 4 minus y squared. Kasi kapag y squared yung nilagay mo dyan, itong height na to ay mag-e-extend to infinity. So, kailangan ito ay 4 minus y squared kasi meron tayong boundary na up to dito lang siya. Dito lang siya sa ating x is equal to 4. So, yung mas malaki sa function natin na x is equal to y squared and x is equal to 4 ay itong x is equal to 4. So, 4 minus y squared. Lalagay natin dito. So, mas nasa right minus mas nasa left. So, ito yung ating shell height. So, 4 minus y squared and this one will be dy. So, simplify natin muna bago tayo mag-integrate. So, v will be equal to 2 pi. Tapos natin siya. 0 to 2. Distribute natin yung ating y. That would be 4y minus y cubed dy. So, yan. Pwede na nating integrate. Volume will be equal to 2 pi. So, 4y will be 4y. So, y squared over 2 multiplied by 4, that would be 2y squared minus y raised to 4 over 4. So, evaluated from 0 to 2. So, 0 yung isa. Pwede substitute nyo na lang yung 2 sa ating y dito and then ang makukuha nyo will be, multiply nyo pa siya dito sa 2 pi. Volume will be equal to 8 pi cubic units. So, kung sinubstitute nyo kasi, nag-substitute pa kayo ng 0 dito, 0 lang din yung makukuha nyo. So, mas maganda, substitute nyo na lang yung nasa taas, which is 2. So, volume will be 8 cubic units. Kapag itong same na to, na equation, same na limit, 0 to 4, ay na-rotate sa x-axis, hindi na sa y-axis natin. Okay, so next we have here arc length or computing for the length of the arc or a curve. So let us try to consider this arc right here. Itong kulay blue. So y is equal to f of x. If we were asked to compute for the length of this arc from point A, so mag-e-extend pa kasi siya tuloy-tuloy. Di natin alam kung paano yung direction niya. And mag-extend din siya dito. So, bounded tayo from point A lang. So, this one, point A up to point B. So, x is equal to A up to x is equal to B. So, what we will do here is gagawa tayo ng maliliit na intervals. So, yung intervals natin should look like this. So, the interval should have a very small delta x and very small delta y, so such that yung ating diagonal na to, so dito medyo hindi pa siya equal. Yung diagonal na LK na to is almost equal na siya sa ating arc na ito. So yung delta x and delta y should be so small that this length right here, LK, is almost equal to this arc right here. So, almost straight na yung itsura ng ating arc. So, for this, we will compute the length of that arc as L is equal to square root of delta x or dx squared plus dy squared. So, for this, we may write this also as dx squared plus, so dy squared over dx squared multiplied by dx squared. So, we may also write this way as, nagmultiply lang ako at nag-divide ng dx squared. So, simply multiplying by 1, magkakancel din to. And this one will be equal to 1. Pero ang gagawin ko is, lalabas ko yung dx squared. So, this one will be 1 plus dy squared over dx squared multiplied by dx squared. And this one will be equal to 1 plus, so dx squared, at merong square root dito, pwede natin siyang ilabas. So, this one will be 1 plus dy squared over dx squared dx. So, ito yung ating formula for a ito, length which is so small, it is almost equal to the arc. So, yung arc natin is almost straight line na siya. Ito yung ating formula. Gagawin natin for this formula is, kukunin natin yung summation ng k is equal to 1 up to n. And we will take this equation and take the limit of n approaches infinity. So, yung dx natin will become so small, yung length LK natin will be almost straight, or sorry, yung arc natin is magiging almost straight line or equal sa ating length k. So, the total length will be ito, limit as n approaches infinity of the summation of square root of 1 plus dy squared over dx squared multiplied by dx. So, this one is a Riemann sum na limit as n approaches infinity. So, we may write this also as ito. So, dito manggagaling itong formula na to. So, L will be equal to the integral of square root of 1 plus dy over dx squared. So, dy squared over dx squared. Pwede mong labas yung square. So, dy over dx squared multiplied by dx evaluated from a to b. Or yung dy over dx is simply f prime of x. So, if f prime is continuous on a to b, then the length of arc, or the arc length of the curve y is equal to f of x from the point A is equal to A, yung x niya is A, and y is f of A to the point B, B, and yung y niya is f of B, is the value of the integral. So, ito yung formula natin. So, dun nang galing yung formula. So, let us try to apply it na lang para mas maintindihan ninyo. So, find the length of the graph of f of x. Sorry. F of x is equal to x cubed over 12 plus 1 over x from x is equal to 1 up to x is equal to 4. So, yung f of x natin is ito. We have here x cubed over 12 plus 1 over x. So, f prime of x will be, so kung para mas madali kayo mag-differentiate, rewrite ko na lang itong 1 over x as x raised to negative 1. So, f prime of x will be equal to, so 3x squared over 12 plus negative 1 over x squared. So, negative 1 minus 1 will be negative 2. So, bababa siya. So, rewrite lang natin to. So, f prime of x will be equal to, ito, 3 over 12 will be 1/4. So, x squared over 4 minus 1 over x squared. So, ito yung ating f prime of x. Para mas madali tayo mag-solve mamaya, kunin na rin natin yung 1 plus f prime of x na, f prime of x na naka-square or naka-square yung dy over dx natin. So, this one will be 1 plus yung f prime of x natin, which is x squared over 4 minus 1 over x squared. So, x squared over 4 minus 1 over x squared. So, i-square natin ito. So, this one will be equal to 1 plus, so, x squared over 4 squared will be x raised to 4 over 16. And then 2ab, 2 multiplied by x squared over 4, x squared over 2 multiplied by negative 1 over x squared, so negative 1/2. So, minus 1/2 plus square of 1 over x squared, that would be 1 over x raised to 4. So, simplify natin to. This one will be x raised to 4, combining like terms over 16. So, 1 plus negative 1/2, that would be positive 1/2. So, plus 1/2 plus 1 over x raised to 4. So, this one will be simply equal to x squared over 4 minus 1/2. So, plus 1 over x squared na naka-square. Yung 1 plus f prime of x squared natin is, ito na siya, x squared over 4 plus 1 over x squared square. So, kung isimplify nyo siya, ganito yung magiging itsura niya na naka-square siya. So, ito, let us try to substitute this in our equation. Yung equation is L is equal to integral from A to B of the square root of 1 plus f prime of x squared dx. So, bale yung length natin will be equal to integral from A to B. Yung A natin is 1 up to 4. And 1 plus f prime of x squared is ito. So, square root of x squared over 4. X squared over 4 plus 1 over x squared square dx. Cancel natin ito, tsaka to. So, this one will be equal to 1 to 4 x squared over 4. So, ito, rewrite ko na lang siya as x raised to negative 2 dx para di kayo malito. So, yun. So, x raised to negative 2 dx. And then, if we integrate this one will be equal to, so x squared will be x cubed over 3 multiplied by 4, that would be 12 minus, so negative 2 minus 1, negative, sorry, plus negative 1 over x. So that would be negative 1 over x, and then evaluated from from 1 to 4. So this one will be L is equal to, simplify ko na lang, dito ko na lang gawin, sayang yung space, x cubed over 12 minus 1 over x. So to evaluate this, we will have 4 cubed over 12 minus 1 over 4 minus, substitute mo yung 1. So 1 cubed over 4, over 12 minus 1 over 1. So L will be, if we solve this in the calculator, 6 units. So walang given na unit of length. So L is simply 6 units yung length niya. So ito. Next, if G prime is continuous on C to D, then the length of the curve x of x is equal to G of y from point C to point D is the value of the integral. So kapag in terms of y, babaliktad lang siya. Imbes na dy over dx, this one will be dx over dy, and then papalitan nyo lang yung dx dito ng dy. And then imbes nga f prime of x, this one will be g prime of y. So may mga cases kasi na mas madali i-compute kapag in terms of y, yung integral niya. So ito. Let us try to solve this problem. Find the length of the curve y is equal to x over 2 raised to 2 over 3 from x is equal to 0 up to x is equal to 2. So first, gawin natin siya in terms of y. So y is equal to x over 2 raised to 2 over 3. Lagay natin tong 2 over 3 sa kabila. So from 2 over 3, this one will be 3 over 2. Magiging 3 over 2 siya. So y raised to 3 over 2 is equal to x over 2. And then x will be equal to 2y raised to 3 over 2. So ito na yung ating x. Next is kailangan natin yung limit natin in terms of y kasi x pa lang yung mga nandito. So when x is equal to 0, substitute natin dito sa equation na to. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 din. So 0 over 2 is 0. And then when x is equal to 2, y will be equal to, so 2 over 2 will be 1 raised to 2 over 3 is still 1. So y will be equal to 1. So limit natin will be y from y is equal to 0 up to y is equal to 1. So ito, yung f of y natin ay ito, 2y raised to 3 over 2. So differentiating, f prime of y will be equal to, so 3 over 2, y raised to, so 3 over 2 minus 1 will be 1 half. So cancel itong 2. So f prime of y will simply be 3 y raised to 1 half or square root of y. So, yung ating f1 plus f prime of y squared will be, so kunin na natin to para mag-substitute na lang tayo mamaya. So, 1 plus, yung f prime natin is 3 square root of y. So, 3 square root of y square, that would be 1 plus, so square ng 3 is 9. Square ng square root of y will be simply y. So, yung length natin will be equal to, so length will be equal to the integral from 0 to 1 of the square root of 1 plus f prime of y, or sorry, g prime of y. So, f prime pala yung ginamit natin. So, kahit anong letters naman yung gamitin mo, basta in terms of y na siya. So, f prime of y squared is 1 plus 9y. So, substitute natin siya dito. 1 plus 9y dy. So, if we let u be equal to, so nag-let u tayo, dito na lang, be equal to 1 plus 9y, du will be equal to 9 dy, or dy will be equal to du over 9. Substitute natin sa original equation natin. L will be equal to, from 0 to 1, square root of u, du over 9. Labas mo yung 1 over 9, from 0 to 1, square root of u du. So, pwede nyo na i-diretso siyang i-integrate. So, integrating this one will be 1 over 9. So, u raised to 3 over 2 over 3 over 2. So, ito will be evaluated from 0 to 1. Pero, hindi mo isa-substitute basta-basta yung 0 to 1 dito kasi kanina, originally, it should be in terms of y. So, substitute din natin yung u natin in terms of y, 1 plus 9y. And then, simplify na rin natin ito. That would be equal to, L would be equal to, so 2 over 3 multiplied by 9, 27. And then, u will be 1 plus 9y raised to 3 over 2, evaluated from 0 to 1. So, since 0 yung nandito, wait lang, 0 yung nandito, meron ka pa rin makukuhang value. Substitute na lang natin. So, 2 over 27. Next is, bracket tayo, 1 plus 9, y is equal to 1, then, raised to 3 over 2, minus 1 plus 9, multiplied by 0, raised to 3 over 2. So, hindi 0. So, may ima-minus tayo dito na 1. So, this one will be equal to, so, kapag kinompute na natin itong lahat sa calculator, this one will be equal to L equal to 2.27 units. So, calculator nyo na lang. 2.27 units. Yung length nitong line na to. Up to this point. Okay, so next we have here areas of surfaces of revolution. So let us try to consider this one right here. Y is equal to f of x. It is revolved about the x-axis. So this is the surface area. Itong medyo red-orange color na to. Ito yung mafo-form kapag ni-revolve nyo about the x-axis. Itong y is equal to f of x. Para makuha natin itong area na to, we will need, kakailanganin natin, para makuha yung area, kakailanganin natin yung kanyang circumference multiplied by itong thickness na to, distance P to Q. So, possible na sa sobrang liit niyan, magiging straight line siya. So, ang line na yon is, we may call that as line L. So, curve talaga ito. Pero kapag sobrang liit ng distance delta x, magiging almost straight line siya. So, magiging line L siya. And then, mumultiply natin itong line L na to sa circumference nitong strip na ito. So, 2 pi r. So, ito siya. Ito yung magiging formula natin para sa surface area. Meron na tayong formula para sa length L na ito, which is equal to, so, write ko lang, 2 pi r. Yung length L na yon is equal to square root of 1 plus dy over dx squared dx. So, ito. And then, ang gagawin na lang natin dito is we will take the summation of this as the limit of n approaches infinity, or para mas madali, diretsuhin na lang natin. Integrate na lang natin siya from a to b. So, ito yung formula for areas of surfaces of revolution. So, if the function f of x is greater than or equal to 0 continuously, differentiable on AB, the area of the surface generated by revolving the graph of y is equal to f of x about the x-axis is, so surface area will be the integral of 2 pi y. So 2 pi y is yung y is yung radius niya. So itong radius na to, simply y siya. So nag-iiba-iba yung value ng y for different values of x. So 2 pi y square root of 1 plus dy over dx squared, or simply 2 pi f of x square root of 1 plus f prime of x squared. So yung y is in terms of x ito. So f of x dapat yun. Kapag naman sa revolved about the y-axis, so magbabaliktad lang yung mga y dito tsaka x. So same lang din yung concept. So first, we have here this example. Find the area of the surface generated by revolving the curve y is equal to 2 square root of x from x is equal to 1 up to x is equal to 2. So yung f of x natin dito is, so para mag-substitute na lang tayo dito mamaya, is equal to 2 square root of x. So f prime of x will be equal to 2. So differentiate square root of x, that would be 1 over 2 square root of x. Cancel ito. So that would be equal to f prime of x will be equal to 1 over square root of x. So nag-shortcut na ako dito sa pag-differentiate ko. Kung di nyo madiretso dito, i-differentiate nyo na lang na ano. So ito. Kukunin din natin yung 1 plus f prime of x squared. So, square natin yung f prime of x. That would be equal to 1 plus yung f prime of x natin, 1 over square root of x. And then, square natin to. That would be 1 plus 1 over x. So, wait lang. Nagleto na ba? Boundaries natin is x is equal to 1 up to x is equal to 2. So, I think kompleto na siya. So, yan. So, to solve for this, S will be equal to, yung formula natin, integral from a to b of 2 pi f of x square root of 1 plus f prime of x na naka-square multiplied by dx. So, substitute na lang natin. Ang b natin ay 2 and a is 1. So, from 1 to 2. So, 2 pi f of x is 2 square root of x. So, 2 square root of x square root of, so 1 plus 1 over x. 1 plus 1 over x dx. So, pwede natin labas yung 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi. So, that would be s is equal to 4 pi from 1 to 2 square root of x. Pwede nating mag-LCD dito. So, LCD niya will be x. And then, this one will be x plus 1 dx. So, we may write this as s is equal to 4 pi integral of from 1 to 2 square root of x square root of x plus 1 over the square root of x dx. So, magkakancel itong dalawang square root of x. The surface area will be equal to 4 pi integral from 1 to 2 of square root of x plus 1 dx. So, para ma-integrate nyo to, pwedeng gawin nyo is mag-let u kayo ng x plus 1 and then substitute nyo lang din siya pabalik sa x plus 1. So, sa-substitute nyo rin sa u ninyo yung x plus 1. So, ang makukuha nyo will be ito. So, 4 pi, i-diretso ko na lang. 2/3 of x plus 1 raised to 3 over 2 evaluated from 1 to 2. So, s will be equal to, so 4 multiplied by 2/3 will be 8 pi ito over 3. So, x plus 1 raised to 3 over 2 evaluated from 1 to 2. So, yung pag-i-evaluate, i-calculator nyo na lang. Hindi ko na isusulat dito. S will be equal to 8 pi over 3. Sorry. Wait lang. So, x plus 1. So, calculator nyo na lang. S will be equal to 19.8358 square units. So, walang given na unit. So, square units yung unit natin dito. So, ito yung ating final answer. So, same lang din yung concept kapag rotated siya about the y-axis. So, yung kanina is rotated about the x-axis. So, ito, this should be y-axis. So, rotated about the y-axis. Same lang din yung concept. Mag-iba lang yung function natin should be in terms of y na siya. Hindi na siya in terms of x. So, let us try that in this example. We have here the line segment x is equal to 1 minus y. From y is equal to 0 up to y is equal to 1 is revolved about the y-axis to generate a cone. Find its lateral surface area which excludes the base area. So, yung kanyang surface area. So, meron tayong yung formula. So, una, kunin natin yung ating f of y. So, f of y is equal to, ito, 1 minus y. So, differentiating this, f prime of y will be equal to negative 1. So, f prime of y will be negative 1. So, yung ating 1 plus f prime of y squared will be 1 plus negative 1 squared, or simply this one is equal to 2. So, substitute natin siya sa ating equation. S is equal to integral from equation was ito, from C to D, 2 pi f of y square root of 1 plus f prime of y squared. And then we have here dy. So, substitute lang natin yung mga nakuha na natin kanina. Integral of C is 0 and D is 1. So, 1 and 0 right here. Yung ating f of y is 1 minus y. So, 2 pi 1 minus y square root of, so 1 plus f prime of y squared is equal to 2. So, ito na lang. So, square root of 2, and then we have here dy. So, pwede natin labas itong 2 pi at saka itong square root of 2 kasi constant siya. So, s will be equal to 2 square root of 2 multiplied by pi from 0 to 1 of 1 minus y dy. So, if we integrate this one will be equal to 2 square root of 2 pi. So, if we integrate this one will be wait lang. So, this one will be equal to y minus y squared over 2. So, evaluated from 0 to 1. So, i-calculator nyo na lang, substitute nyo yung 1 and then substitute nyo yung 0, subtract nyo. S will be equal to pi square root of 2 or square root of 2 multiplied by pi square units. So, ito yung magiging surface area. So, that is all. Thank you for listening.